Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin here with you, back for some more Hayesville football. How you doing tonight, Brack?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Caleb?
I'm just pretty excited. After having last week off, we're not going to talk about it too much. We all know about the COVID issues. It's just the era we're living in. Hopefully, it's the last game that we have to have postponed or canceled due to COVID. But I'm just excited to be playing football tonight, Brack.
Yeah, I am too. I went home last Friday night. Told my wife, I said this weather's too good not to be playing football, so I'm excited to be here on this beautiful evening.
Yeah, guys, and I'll just tell you what right now. I hope you're watching me and Brack, but don't turn me and Brack off except for in commercials because we got two games going live tonight, Brack. We also got his crew over in Andrews covering that Andrews-Mitchell's game, which that's a big-time matchup. And then we're not live per se for game action, but I know Jake West and Brandon Stevens are going to be bringing you a pregame show, halftime show over in Murphy for Murphy Ravens. So you're getting some major coverage from three different games tonight by Team FYN Sports. And just make sure to check out our Facebook and our Twitter as we will be providing plenty of score updates throughout the course of the night. But let's get into this game a little bit, Brack. We got 30 minutes before kickoff, so we still got a couple commercial breaks left. But we got two 0-2 teams, and as you said, you mentioned it to me, we got the Yellow Jackets versus the Yellow Jackets, so I can guarantee. What was it you said to your wife this morning, Brack?
Yeah, so she was telling me bye, and I told her I wanted to put $100 down on the Yellow Jackets to win tonight. Made her shake my hand, and then told her I'd won. So I said either way, I did my research, so that's on her. But
Yeah, so it's going to be a good game tonight. But let's get into the matchup a little bit right now. Both teams are 0-2. I don't think that's indicative of, especially our team, Hayesville, how the season's going to end up. Our Yellow Jackets have played Inca, a 3A school, who is definitely on the rise with their new coach. And we played many mistakes in that game that kept us from winning it. And then obviously we played Franklin, another 3A school who, up to this point, is undefeated.
yeah, they're
and
playing tough.
Even beat a defending state champion Murphy team. So I think we have the potential to have a really good year, and we just have started with one of the tougher schedules in the area.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've definitely had some opportunities. I thought they played well against Franklin. At the first half, it was a pretty even matchup, and it's like they ran out of steam in the late second half. It'll be interesting to see how this game goes for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get into our Hayesville team in a little bit after our commercial break, but I just want to mention the Lookout Valley team a little bit. I had a really good conversation with their coach, Josh Payne. We did about a 7-minute interview. I hope some of y'all saw that. That went up on our Facebook page. I believe it was yesterday. But I'll tell you what, he also talked to me for about 45 minutes outside of the interview. And I'll tell you what, he's a really nice guy. He's trying to run a good program at a school that has not had a strong tradition. Just to bring you some information about Lookout Valley, and I know you said you watched some of their film, Brack, and you might be able to share a little bit about them as well. But they're on what he would say is their fifth-string quarterback this year. They've had three knee injuries to their quarterbacks, and then the guy that was playing fourth-string quarterback, they've decided he's better off at running back as their top running back. And so they're on what you'd theoretically call their fifth-string quarterback. But they do have some size, and the one thing that I noticed on film is that they've got some athletes out there that if they get the ball in space, you better not blink because they might be gone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I did get to watch your interview with the head coach, and I was very impressed at the adversity that's been thrown that team's way this year. That they're even here tonight to play a ball game. I think they've got some, like you said, some really good athletes that once they get the ball in the hands, they can strike fast and quick. So it'll really just be about how well they can defend, protect their quarterback, and get the ball in the playmakers' hands.
Yeah, and then one of the things I'll mention about this Lookout Valley team is we know that they have typically been running, more spread stuff is what they were planning to run at the beginning of the year. And then after a couple quarterback injuries, Coach Payne from Lookout Valley told me that they're probably going to go a lot more I formation tonight. They still have some of that spread stuff in their offense, so we could see some of that kind of stuff. But they're typically going to be a little more run heavy in their I formation now. And so that's kind of what we're going to be looking for from them on offense. But I think it's something you got to be careful because, they still have that spread element in their offense. And if you're, pounding the rock, and all of a sudden in one snap they go spread, you got to be ready to shift your defense for that.
Yeah, absolutely. That number 34 is my guy to watch for the Yellow Jackets of Lookout Valley. I think the film I got to watch on him, what little I got to see, he runs downhill and he runs downhill hard. So that's one guy that they're really going to have to make sure they wrap up and get tackled and bring to the ground.
Absolutely. And then on defense, he said they're mainly 4-3, but they'll shuffle their formations a little bit. And then, they're a little bit opposite of us, Brack. They've got small numbers. I didn't count how many they had dressed out, but somewhere in that, 20-ish range, just like our team will be. But our team, we're a little shallow on linemen. I know we got one or two out tonight as well. And then and we've got a depth of skill players. Well, they're a little bit opposite. Their coach told me, I asked him, hey, do you mind sending me a roster so I can, get the names right for all those Lookout Valley mommy and daddies that are watching. And he said, well, you're going to have to give me till tomorrow morning because we're adjusting some numbers. We're shifting some of our more athletic linemen to skill positions because we're short on skill positions. And so
Wow.
it's, a little bit, similar numbers, total roster size, but a little opposite of what our Hayesville team is. But I just tell you what, one thing is their 4-3 defense, they're better ready to guard Logan Caldwell because he's had a heck of a start to the year. But before I give too much away about our Yellow Jacket team, we'll preview them next. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin. This is a Team FYN Sports production. You're watching live on FYNTV.com, Team FYN Sports Facebook, or our YouTube live Team FYN Sports channel. We'll be right back with you.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, 'cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin, back with you live on FLineTV.com. This is Team F Line Sports Production. You are watching the pregame show for Hayesville football as the hometown Yellow Jackets take on the away team Yellow Jackets of Lookout Valley. You're going to get to hear me and Brack make plenty of those jokes tonight as we got double Yellow Jackets. I was joking with Brack at our commercial break. Brack, we can't say that's a Yellow Jacket touchdown because that doesn't really clarify who scored.
No,
so
and
we'll try to be careful with that one tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, especially with a giant Yellow Jacket in the middle of the field's the first thing you see, too.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, let's talk about Hayesville a little bit. We talked about what Lookout Valley does, and let's talk a little bit what our Yellow Jacket team needs to do. What do you think, Brack? I'll get in some of our stats here in a little bit. But, Hayesville's 0-2, and, as our sports director Jake West said on the West North Carolina edition of the Friday Night Press Box show this week, if you tune into that, is it time to hit the panic button if Hayesville doesn't win this game handily? So what do our Yellow Jackets need to do? What are you looking for tonight, Brack?
I'm looking for them to take care of the ball. That's going to be their first. They've had some issues the first 2 games that they've played, especially that first game. The second game, they did a little bit better, but there were still some key turnovers that really cost momentum more than really points. But, that's hard when you're trying to start a game. And, these turnovers just kill your drives and your momentums. It's hard to get anything going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think one guy I want to highlight, though, and because he has not been the issue when it comes to our turnovers, is Logan Caldwell. From his sophomore year to a junior year, he's a completely different quarterback. And I'll let you speak to his play a little bit, Brad, because you're a former quarterback here at Hayesville yourself. Just tell me what you think of Caldwell's play so far this year.
Yeah, I think he's definitely played with more confidence, a little swagger even. I think he's got, when he's throwing the ball, he's throwing it with confidence. He's pretty sure he knows where he needs to go with it, and I think that's, really boosted his gameplay. And then when there's nothing available, he's definitely got the legs to make it happen outside the pocket.
Absolutely. And, I think his stats back that up this year. So far, and remember, folks, I know some of the stats are a little bit skewed because Hayesville didn't play last week. So, when you hear me read some of these stats, these are 2-game stats. So, on the year, Logan Caldwell is 34-55 for 539 yards. He's throwing for 270 yards a game, Brack. I mean, I don't know if we've ever had a Hayesville quarterback do that even for a 2-game stretch.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've heard of anybody putting up those kind of passing numbers for sure.
But even on a bigger note of it, no interceptions. I do think he was credited with 1 lost fumble. It was a bad snap. He dove on top of it. I wouldn't really consider that one his fault. But, I mean, he's played great football this year. And then really the big thing is, and I think it surprised some people, because, you think your usual targets like Jake McTaggart and like Kyle Lunsford. But Asher Brown's really stepped up. He's got 100 receiving yards this year, 103. Then you got Isaac Chandler, your Team FYN Sports Player of the Week, week 2 for Hazel. He's actually leading the team in receiving right now, which if you'd have told me, Isaac Chandler's going to have a great year wide receiver, I'd have believed it because he's a great kid.
Yeah.
He works his tail off, but if you'd have told me that he was going to be the leading receiver through 2 games, I would have not believed you. But he is. He's got 8 receptions for 134 yards, and we saw that touchdown he had at Franklin where, you know what, he just wanted it more than anyone because he went up and got that ball and then outran stout Franklin defense for one of the biggest scores of the game for Hayesville. And then of course, you got McTaggart. No one was surprised at his 109 receiving yards at Franklin. But it'll be interesting to see because he's got 109 receiving yards on the year because if we remember, disqualified in that first game, and which we come to find out, probably shouldn't have been, but we're not going to get into that. I really think Lookout Valley is going to have a hard time containing the Hayesville passing attack tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the more Logan Caldwell gets comfortable throwing that ball around, and the better he does that, that's going to just create opportunities all over the field. Like you said, Jake McTaggart's a big target, but if that's the only target you're going to, the defense is going to adjust to that pretty quickly. So you have to have some confidence in your other receivers. Isaac Chandler's doing a great job as a sophomore. He's really stepped up. He's bringing his A game, and he's playing at a high level of football here. So.
But one of the things I think we need to see is Kyle Unser and Taylor McClure are also, your H-back, fullback, running back combo, whatever you want to call them. We need to get a little bit more consistency out of our run game. And our passing game has been so potent that we've not had to run the ball as much. But if we can set the tempo with the run, I think that's going to be a benefit for us because we've only got 111 rushing yards on the year. Unser's averaging 3.6 a carry and Taylor McClure's averaging 2.9 a carry. I'd love to see one of them break out for a 15-20 carry night where they post 200 yards rushing or 150 yards rushing because I really think that could set the tone.
Yeah, I think they could too, and I think this is probably a team that could really do that. The film I watched on them, there was some struggle bringing down the running backs they played against, and I think tonight's a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when you look at our Yellow Jacket team defensively, it's really been spread around. But another guy that I think people might be surprised about on defense is Brian Davenport. He's leading the team on the year with 20 tackles. I mean, he's kind of been, I think we expected him to step up more this year, but he's had a great start to the year defensively, and he's even pitched in on offense with several receptions as well. And I think that might be the bigger thing. I think this Hayesville offense can score.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think the Hayes offense can score tonight. But so far, the Hayesville defense, even struggling, getting put in bad spots because of offensive or special teams turnovers, they have basically got scored on pretty much every single time this year, except for when they've forced a turnover. So maybe that's what we need to do, force a few more turnovers, but I think we also need to force some 3-and-outs. But hey, Brack, we're going to take a quick break here at Hayesville as we're taking a moment of silence and getting ready for our national anthem. So we're going to cut you and I off and go to our field mics so we can pick up the Hayesville Yellow Jacket marching band.
Let them know that they are not alone. Now, if you would, remove all your headgear and join me in a moment of silence, followed by the Hayesville Marching Band performing our national anthem. Thank you. Now the Hayesville Marching Band will perform our national anthem. Thank you, band. A wonderful job. It is my pleasure to remind everyone that the Hayesville Marching Band will be performing tonight at halftime.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Serving as captains for tonight's contest, first for the visitors from Lookout Valley, wearing number 22 is Nathan Burnett. Wearing number 32, Marion Taft. Number 65 is the sophomore Hunter Holland, and their final captain is Aiden Hood, wearing number 66. The captains for the Yellow Jackets from Hayesville, wearing number 1, Roger Brown. Number 6, Logan Caldwell. Wearing number 7 tonight, Kyle Lunsford. And wearing number 20, Taylor McClure. After the coin flip, it looks like Hayesville Yellow Jackets will be kicking off to the Lookout Valley Yellow Jackets in tonight's contest.
Concludes.
The Yellow Jackets. recovered on about the 46-yard line of Lookout Valley.
Victory, let's take it. Rolling, shake it. Victory, let's take it. Come on, roll it, shake it. Victory, let's take it. Roll it, shake it. Victory, let's take it.
Lookout Valley running back tripped up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. The Yellow Jacket defense will now have 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get it.
For the Jacket team, song and scream.
Wrap up.
Jacket team,
The Yellow Jackets' interior defensive line stuffs the running back for no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. The ball still resting on the 46-yard line of Lookout Valley.
Let's go out here. Let's play. Somebody make a play. Yeah.
Jake McTaggart, number 44, on a quarterback sack. Lookout Valley loses about 20 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the ball is going to be rested on their own 31-yard line.
Grab it. Covered up. All right.
Lookout Valley's punt is recovered by the Yellow Jackets. And the Jackets from Hayesville will be setting up 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line. Quarterback Logan Caldwell gets his pass off to Taylor McClure, who carries the ball into the Yellow Jackets territory. Ball is resting on the 26-yard line of Lookout Valley. Here will be 1st and 10.
You scream for the Yellow Jackets! Yellow Jackets! Let's go, Jackets!
Flag on the play.
Mom, after I got off the phone with you, I went to sleep. And I woke up when Jeff got home.
Offense, go! Double F-E-N-S-E! Offense, oh! Double F-E-N-S-E! Offense, oh! Double F-E-N-S-E! Offense!
Go, Jake.
That was a good hard run there, Caleb.
Will connects with the Taggart. Pass is complete for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. The ball's being placed on Lookout Valley's 43-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Jackets.
And it looks like they got a little anxious there.
Flag on play.
Yeah, it looked like it. You know, Asher split out there wide with single man coverage. I might look for Hayesville to go deep to him.
We have an offsides on Lookout Valley. 5-yard penalty. Going to move the ball up to the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Absolutely.
First and 5.
Logan Caldwell, empty backfield. Kyle Lunsford motions behind him. And you're right, Brad. He's thrown it deep. Asher Brown.
There you go.
He's going to try and fight for it. He's all the way inside the 4-yard line. That's a 37-yard gain for the Yellow Jackets. Great ball and great job adjusting to it as Asher Brown makes the big play for Hayesville.
Yeah, I think, you know, Evan Ferguson had pretty good coverage on there. He did save the touchdown there, was able to bring him down right before he got in, but that was a good play on offense.
And that was simply a position where Caldwell threw it back shoulder, and I don't think the defensive back from Lookout Valley ever really saw where the ball was at, and it was just a matter of Asher Brown tracking it down, which he did. So we're going to have first and goal Yellow Jackets. I'm liking this interesting set here where we have Taylor McClure and Kyle Lunsford kind of do double H-back, and they're pretty much motioning before every snap.
Yeah, they're really spreading out the field.
Fake, and it's a pitch. Lunsford, go back up the no, as it's a Hayesville touchdown. Was that a full pitch on the other call? That's a pass or a run? What the statistician has on that? Hey, I know one thing. It's a Hayesville Yellow Jacket touchdown.
That it is. That it is. Great execution, I think. You know, I think he made the right read there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he faked me out so much. I thought Taylor McClure had the ball, and all of a sudden I see Caldwell pitched out and touchdown. So it's going to be 6-0 Hayesville. Bring on Isaac Chandler for the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. It's going to bring it to 7-0. Hayesville Yellow Jackets.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tallman, Brad Martin, back with you here for Hayesville Yellow Jacket Football live on FYNTV.com.
Squib kick down the middle.
And he's wrapped up around the 32-yard line.
Kickoff returned by
I tell you, Caleb, they do have some big linemen.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, our Hayesville Yellow Jacket defense penetrated well. So, you know, sometimes even when you got a much bigger lineman, low man wins.
Absolutely. It's all a game. It's a game of leverage for sure.
Number 12, Jackson Marsh in the I formation. Ooh, and it's a fumble as there's a miscommunication, but they're running back, number 30, Jackson Quayles, was able to jump on it. You saw that the quarterback, that's the quarterback's worst nightmare when he opens one way and his running back's the other way, regardless of whose fault it is.
That's a scary feeling because, you know, you're trying to make the best. You've got a plan of what's supposed to happen, and bam, your guy's not there. That's tough to deal with.
Going to be 2nd and 23 from their own 25-yard line. Hand off to the running back. Still got nowhere to run as Dawson Devane and a host of Yellow Jackets are in on the tackle.
Yeah, there's nowhere to run. They closed that hole in a hurry.
Good to see this Hayesville defense, as we talked about in our pregame show, Brack, step up and play well up to this point. But, you know, 4th and 3rd and long, that's exactly what kind of position defensive coordinator Jonathan Hensley wants to put Lookout Valley in.
Yeah, I mean, you get a fumbled pitch to start the drive off. That's hard to recover from, and Hazel's done a pretty good job of capitalizing on it. We'll see if they can hold them here.
Yeah, and you got to execute on what the other team messes up. You can't give it right back to them, and so far we've seen that. 3rd and long, gonna roll out the pass. Got a guy, and Caldwell picks it off. It went off the fingertips of number 34, Jacob Winchester's. The ball was a little high, and Caldwell gets underneath it, redeems himself for that little bit of a muff pump earlier. That one was right out in front of him, and he snagged it as an interception. That's Logan Caldwell's 2nd interception on the year for Hayesville.
Yeah, you got the QB showing he has hands too.
I always remember, if you folks that have watched some Robbinsville football, oftentimes you'll see D. Walsh go deep after they get a turnover, and might we see the Yellow Jackets do the same here, Brack? I'd love to see it.
You know, it worked off very well for them last time, so we'll see if they put one-on-one coverage on someone like Asher that's got some speed. May open up pretty quick for him.
And we have, I think, a referee timeout here. They're going to have a clock adjustment. Yeah, that's what it is. The clock was running. It wasn't supposed to be. We won't make fun of our clock operators too much yet, Brack. We'll give them another chance before we call them out by name.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Whenever you just tell me when.
Caldwell takes the snap. Throwing deep to McTaggart.
There you go. Oh! Was it standing bounce?
And is it picked off?
They're saying it was.
They're saying it is. That's not a bad spot. They're going to pick off a pass. But that is a turnover. That's Caldwell's first interception on the year. They threw a jump ball, and it was just a little short, and it was a great play by the Lookout Valley defensive back.
Yeah, I think Jake had him beat. I think the ball, like you said, was a little underthrown, and that was a costly mistake. But Lookout Valley is going to get the ball on their own 4-yard line, so we'll see if that smothering Hayesville defense can do something right here and maybe try to back them up even further.
First and 10 from their own 4-yard line. I'd take another bad pitch here, wouldn't you, Brack?
Oh, yeah, there's a good chance. We'll see.
Good pitch this time out to the right. He's actually got a little room to run.
He's got some speed.
He's all the way out to first down yardage. Wrapped up well there by number 4 for Hayesville, Isaac Chandler, the free safety.
Yeah, that time the running back and quarterback were definitely on the same page and were able to get outside, get the ball in the playmaker's hands, and able to pick up the first down. Looks like there's a flag on the play though, Caleb.
You know, I thought I saw Asher Brown get blocked in the back. Let's see what they have.
There is a flag on the play.
Holding on the Lookout Valley offensive line, I believe.
The preliminary indication is holding on Lookout Valley.
It's a tough break for Lookout Valley there. They had finally, picked up the first down, and unfortunately, it's coming back.
So it was half the distance to the goal, so I believe they're going to have it on their own 3-yard line. And the snap. It's a handoff to the running back. He bounces outside because he's got a little bit of room. Good, strong run there from the Lookout Valley running back, Jackson Quayles. That was one of the guys that their head coach, when in our interview, told me that's one you need to look out for. He played a little quarterback for him earlier this year, but they thought he was too valuable at the running back position to keep him at quarterback.
Yeah, he shows you there why he's an asset at the running back position. He's able to pick something up, you know, and they're backed up against their own end zone. That's hard to do a lot of times.
2nd and 3 from the 12-yard line. Handoff to the fullback. Winchester gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he carries a couple of bodies with him to first down yardage for Lookout Valley. I think, Brack, as we were talking about in pregame, how Lookout Valley's got some linemen that they've had to move to skill positions. Winchester, athletic, obviously, but he's got that big, burly lineman look to him, but he's playing fullback, and he'll be a hard one to bring down tonight.
Yeah, as hard as he runs the football, I would want him out front blocking for me.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 from their own 17. 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Looks like Taylor McClure and a host of Yellow Jackets were able to wrap him up there for a short 1 or 2 yard gain. It's going to be a physical game on defense for us, Brack. I know we're going to spread the ball out a lot on offense, but for defensive purposes for us, I think Lookout Valley, unless they get in those 3rd and long situations, they're going to try and pound the ball a lot tonight. And so it's one of those games where you really have to be ready, because every single play is going to be a grind, and you got to be ready to face that physical downhill football.
Definitely. That's when you got a line that size, you're gonna run the ball.
Yeah. 2nd and 8. Another handoff to the fullback, Winchester. He's got a little room to run as he lowers his shoulder. He's out close to first down yardage. Good tackle there by Brian Davenport. I believe that they are going to say it's 3rd down. 3rd down and a yard here. I wouldn't be surprised if they go right back to Winchester.
Oh, definitely. He falls 2 yards, I think.
Yeah. If you're Hayesville here, you got to be ready. You know there's going to be something up the middle probably, and you got to be ready to penetrate if you're that linebacker core.
Yeah, we'll see if they dial up some blitzes.
Third and 1. Marsha under center. We do blitz, and we wrap up Winchester in the backfield. He's pushing. I mean, he was hit a yard deep, and he pushed his way up. I don't think he's going to get first down yardage. We'll see what the referee marks it.
Yeah,
they needed the 32, and they're marking it down, I believe, at the 31. Interesting choice here. 4th and 1 from your own territory, Brack. Do you go for it?
Yeah, that's a tough decision, but I mean, how hard 34 is running the ball, I mean, you may want to gamble, just keep yourself in this ball game here.
It does look like they're going for it. I've not seen the punt unit come out for Lookout Valley. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hayesville leads 7-0 over Lookout Valley. 4th and 1. It's a pitch, and he's wrapped up. He's not going to get there, Brack. I'll tell you what, he didn't finish the tackle, but he's the one that slowed him up. Brian Davenport made a great play on the football there. He read that pitch from the snap, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and Hayesville takes over at their own 24-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, Brian Davenport's a young athlete who's really made some strides since last year as well, and I think he's got a little confidence on the defense side of the ball, and he's not scared to hit. Hayesville's going to take over. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Up 7-0.
1st and 10. Pre-snap motion. It's going to be a pop pass to Davenport, and number 11 for Lookout Valley, Rylan Collins, gets off a block there and gets Davenport wrapped up in the backfield. But it's only going to be about a 1 or 2 yard loss.
Absolutely nowhere for 25 to go.
I wonder if that'll be the last play of the quarter or not here. We got 23 seconds left.
Yeah, I believe so. It looks like the coaches are just going to.
Yeah, Chad McClure's not motioning anything here. So we're going to go to the quarter break, Brack. It is 7-0 Hayesville over Lookout Valley. With the quarter break, we're going to take a quick break as well. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. This is a Team F Line Sports production. You're watching live on FYNTV.com.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you. Caldwell takes the pass. It's out to Taylor McClure. He's got a little bit of room, and he's wrapped up. I think if he doesn't get wrapped up there, Brack, he may have been gone.
Yeah, one block's all he was missing to get outside. I'm with you. He was going to the house on that one.
Start of the second quarter here. It is 7-0 Hayesville. 11:40 left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 3. Caldwell takes a snap, hands it off to Lunsford, who is wrapped up. He only gets about a yard there, and we got a flag. I'll be curious to see what it is, because that flag came in really late, Brack. I mean, the play was about over.
It could be a face mask, maybe. I'm not real sure.
We can hope.
Hayesville definitely would take it. That looks like it's going to be against the Hayesville Yellow Jackets.
Yep, so we're going to have, I think, 2nd down, and it's going to make it 2nd and, let's see, 12 or 13. I believe it is a repeat of 2nd down.
Will be a penalty assessed. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 yards for a Yellow Jacket.
Excuse me, I believe it's going to be 3rd down, I guess. Let's see what young Caldwell has here on the 3rd down pass attempt. Caldwell takes a snap, rolls out left. He's got McTaggart. McTaggart jumps up, makes a big catch. He's not quite to the end zone, Brack, but he's out about the 2 or 3 yard line. What a huge 3rd down play there. Great ball by Caldwell. He threw it to only where McTaggart can catch it this time. If you go high enough, McTaggart's the only one that can go out there and get it.
Yeah, he did a good job of, escaping the pressure, getting outside, and was able to come up with that throw, and that's a big-time 1st down for Hayesville.
Saw a great little, almost, I guess you'd call it like a triple option play, bring you back to our playing days, Brack, when we ran the triple option, but they did it on the shotgun formation. I'll be interested to see what the goal line package is here for Hayesville. 2 backs, McClure to the left, Lunsford to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Lunsford. He breaks a knee tackle, and he's in the end zone. No flags, touchdown, Hayesville.
Yeah, the misdirection there had Lookout Valley a little confused, I believe.
Yeah, and I think, one thing that we're seeing, Brack, is the 2 weeks off for Hayesville has allowed the Yellow Jackets to put some new wrinkles in this offense, because we're seeing some stuff with the double H backs, two-man backfield at times, some of the triple option, read option stuff that we're seeing in the goal line package. It's different than what we've seen from Hayesville over the past first 2 games, I guess. So really good start for the Yellow Jackets here.
Isaac Chandler back to kick. Kick is up. And he punches it through.
Going to be 14-0 Hayesville over Lookout Valley. 10:27 left to play here in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. Caleb Tallman from Brack Martin, Team FYN Sports Production. You're watching live on FYNTV.com. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. This is Team FYN Sports Production. This time we see Isaac Chandler back to kick. He kicks a high kick. It is recovered, and they've got a little room out to the 40. And then it's wrapped up there by number 60, Lane Odell, one of the surest tacklers on this Hayesville Yellow team. So Lookout Valley is going to take over about their own 40-yard line, give or take, Brack. Hayesville does lead 14-0 though, and so far we've just not seen much out of this Lookout Valley offense.
No, Hayesville's done a great job shutting them down. They're run heavy. Hayesville knows that. They're going to load the box and really probably try to force them to throw.
First and 10. Marsh under center. Got a timeout. Who's it on? Well, it'd be nice to know who called the timeout.
Yeah, they're just,
But since they called a timeout, we're going to take a timeout, Brack, and we'll be back with you for the start of Lookout Valley's drive.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
All right, folks, we're back here. Marsh under center.
Running back pass.
Caldwell
picks it off.
He's got a chance to take this one to the house, Caleb.
I believe he may do it. There's one man to beat. Taylor McClure.
What a block.
It's piled over, but man, what a block, because that's all he needed to do, Brack. Pick 6, Logan Caldwell. That is his 3rd interception on the year, Brack. I'll tell you what, because you played a little DB back in the day. Anytime you're a starting quarterback and you've intercepted more balls on defense than you've thrown on offense, you're probably having a pretty good year one way or the other.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you're a DB and you get the ball, it's a great feeling. It's better, almost better than scoring a touchdown.
I tell you what, and you know, credit out Lookout Valley. They tried something creative there, but a lot of times when you have a running back that's got to throw it, when you got a running back to throw it, they're not back there reading the defense. When they get their chance to throw it, they're going to throw it no matter what. And he really did not have any.
No, Caldwell had him pretty, covered, and the ball was pretty well underthrown.
I mean, he jumped when he threw it. That's never a good sign.
No, he was trying to throw back across his body, and that's a hard thing to do for a quarterback, much less a running back.
Absolutely. Bad snap. Taylor McClure is going to try and make something happen with it. Oh, he reverses field. Maybe he'll get there. And he does. 2-point conversion. Not the greatest snap in the world. And, you yell fire as the holder. And that's going to make your score 22-0 Hayesville. We'll take a quick break, Brack, and be back for the Hayesville kickoff.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, 'cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tall and Brack Martin back with you live on FLINTV.com. This is a Team FLIN Sports production. Chandler with the kickoff. Gonna kind of boot it in the middle. Which returner doesn't know which one's gonna grab it, but they finally do get it. Number 12, I believe that's their quarterback, Marsh, back deep on the return. Pretty good little return, but we've got multiple flags down.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to call that on. There's a lot of tussling going on away from the ball there.
Absolutely. Hayesville leads 22-0. 9:53 left to play here in the second quarter. This is a Team FLIN Sports production. Team FLIN Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Got some scores from around the conference for you. Franklin leads 14-0 over Swain County. Tell you what, that Franklin football team, that's a good football team, Brack. They're one of the best in the Western North Carolina area this year, for sure.
Yeah, they play with a lot of intensity and bring it every play, and that's produced some really good results for them.
They finally sorted it out, and it's going to be a penalty on Hayesville. Once again, just as I don't know who called the timeout, Brack, I don't know what they never signaled what the penalty was, but it's going to give Lookout Valley good starting field position as they're going to start at their own 49-yard line. Hey, make sure to check out the Team FLIN Sports Twitter and Facebook for all your local score updates. And, you know, when our game goes to halftime, you know, you got a few minutes before our halftime show, Brack. You can jump over and see what's going on over in Andrews as Andrews takes on Mitchell. And we'll try to get some score updates for you over there.
Yeah, if you don't have that app downloaded on your phone, you're really missing out, kid.
Absolutely. You know, and also, Brack, for the first time this season, we're going to be doing a Western North Carolina postgame show. So, you know, catch up on what happened in the Hayesville game, if you missed parts of it, as well as, you know, find out what happened in the Mitchell Andrews game and find out what happened in the Franklin Swain game. We'll have reporters all around the conference hopping on the show, and I don't know what happened there, Brack. I guess they mismarked it by 5 yards. So now Lookout Valley is going to start on Hayesville's 46. Wow, running back reverse action. And look who it is there making a play. Logan Caldwell, have yourself a night, young man.
He came here to play today.
Logan Caldwell says, I know my team's 0-2. Boys, we're not going 0-3.
No, and that's what you want out of the quarterback. I mean, you want him to become the leader, and I think, you know, even since the Franklin game, he seems he's talking to his players, he's pumping them up, and he's just out there balling out.
100%. Sometimes as a running back, it's best just to go down and not reverse field like that because he could have been down close to the line of scrimmage. Instead, he lost 6 yards. Now they're back in their own territory on the 49-yard line, 2nd and 15. Marsh in the shotgun. Reed. No, that's not Marsh. Apologize. They've made a quarterback change. We talked about that. Jackson Quayles has played some quarterback for them this year.
Yeah, I do believe they run a little wildcat as well, Caleb. But, yeah, it does look like number 30 is getting the signals at this point.
I didn't see him get hurt. Let's hope Marsh is all right. I see him over there on the sideline. It may just, you know, you're down 22-0. You might decide, hey, we need to switch it up for a series or two and see what happens.
Yeah, you know, especially if they both have experience, you want to see what you can get going against this Hayesville defense that's so far been pretty smothering.
Third and 15. And McTaggart wraps him up, and he gets away, and he finally goes down. That's sack number 2 for Jake McTaggart tonight, folks. The 3-star tight end showing, hey, I can play a little DN in the pass rush as well.
He got there quick. 30's a real hard back to bring down, and showing where he almost was able to spin out of it, but Big Jake gets the sack.
We'll bring up a 4th down for Lookout Valley.
Hey, folks, we got a surprise for you, too. Right now, Andrews leads over Mitchell 12-7 as I just popped on my phone on the FYN TV app to check out the other game that we have live tonight. And right now, Mitchell's trailing Andrews 12-7, and it looks like Andrews is on offense in the red zone.
Oh, almost a blocked punt, but the punter decides to run with it. He's reversing field again.
This is a comedy of errors. I mean, it's tough. McTaggart got back there to block the punt, so it was a good idea not to kick it. But you know, it's hard to do. But after he dodged McTaggart, he may have should have thought kick then.
Yeah, he ultimately ended up costing them a few more yards backwards. So Lookout Valley had good field position to start that possession, but unfortunately they're going the wrong way. So Hayesville is going to take over the ball. And it looks like they're
Own 31.
Yeah, there you go.
Never know where these refs are spotting the ball tonight.
There's
we've had some transition errors, but we'll power through it. We're 5 wide again, double H back. I love this little set. It's a new wrinkle in the Hayesville offense tonight. Taylor McClure motions, but it looks like the defensive end for Lookout Valley jumped there. No hard count from Caldwell there. It was just the motion of McClure. I think they thought he was going to motion handoff, and McClure looked like he was going out for that swing pass again. You know, just trying to jump the snap, make something happen, but it's going to give Hayesville positive yardage. 1st and 5 now.
1st and 5 for the Yellow Jackets of Hayesville.
Yeah, Hayesville's done a great job tonight, really keeping motion in the backfield, keeping those Lookout Valley defenders on ice, as you would say. Hand off to Lunsford.
Doesn't have much to gain. I tell you what, and I know we're a pass-first team, you know, but I tell you what, that's probably the best part of Lookout Valley's defense is their ability with their big defensive line, and they do have a couple of linebackers that tackle well. Their DBs have struggled in coverage a little bit tonight, Brack, but I understand why we've kind of been a little bit pass-first because we've definitely had the advantage there.
Yeah, definitely, and I'd say the longer the game goes, the more Hayesville is going to try to run that ball. And again, hand off to Lunsford.
He's out close to 1st down yardage.
Looks like the spot's going to be enough.
Lunsford again, the ball carrier, takes it around the left end. Picks up
no signal yet.
Picks up about 4.5.
I think they're going to say it's 3rd and very close.
Short.
That's inches. Nope, they're going to give us the 1st down. I'll tell you what, that's one of the advantages with when you're playing on turf. You assume that all the hash marks, it's not like playing on a grass field. The hash marks here are perfect. And so it's really easy, especially when your 1st down marker is on a hash mark. You can just look across the field and know whether it's a 1st down or not. You don't see them measure much on turf fields. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from their 21-yard line. Empty set again. McClure motions. Caldwell pitches it to him. McClure's got some room to run. Cuts it inside, but we're going to have either blocking the black or holding on the Hayes offensive line. And anytime you see that back judge there that's closest to your lineman throw it, you know it's on your boys.
Yeah, unfortunately, McClure had plenty of room to run, but looks like Hayesville's lineman got a little greedy there and grabbed a little jersey.
Absolutely. Got a score update over from Murphy. Murphy trails Rabun County 14-0 with 4:33 left to play in the 1st quarter. First, we'll say 17 from their own 29-yard line. Three receivers to your right. Caldwell takes a snap. It's a slant to Asher Brown, who makes a man miss, and now it's a foot race. Asher Brown does not lose many of those, Brack. Touchdown, Hayesville.
Yeah, it looked like number 22 for Lookout Valley just couldn't get turned and ended up causing this quarterback to run into him.
Yeah, there's a little shake and bake there from Asher Brown. I mean, if we know he can put him in space, and he's a hard one to tackle. So he caught a long one earlier in the game, catches another long one here, but he does most of the running himself this time. And that's going to make your score 28-0 Hayesville as we get ready for the Yellow Jacket extra point. That's going to make your score 29-0 Hayesville. 5:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Caleb Collins from Braxton Martin. This is a Team F-Line Sports production live on FLineTV.com. We'll be right back with you.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Okay, I'm Tom and Brad Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com. Isaac Chandler ready to kick off deep. Hayesville leads 29-0, Brad.
Yeah, he's good so far. Everything's been going their way off and defense.
Good kick by Chandler. They're all the way back to about the 10-yard line. Marsh is going to have a little room to run as he tries to bounce it outside, but the man that just scored the touchdown, Asher Brown, says, "You're not going to beat me to the outside," and brings him down about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, there's a ball in the field that's going to outrun Asher Brown.
This is exactly the type of game, Brack, that Hayesville needed. I was pretty sure coming into this matchup that Hayesville was the better team. You never know until you get on the field, though. And this is the type of confidence-building game that the young Yellow Jacket team needed. Hopefully we get a few more players back next week when we go away to Tuscola. But this is the type of turnaround Hayesville needed after a rough 0-2 start and the cancellation.
Yeah, with a team as small as Hayesville, it's really hard to get live streaming in practices. The game sure will help.
Quails takes the direct snap. They're going more Wildcat out of the shotgun now, Brack. And I see why, because Quails is just throwing tacklers away. Tough running there.
Yeah, I believe he broke through at least 3 tackles, probably more.
But as we said often tonight, Brack, there's wandering on the field. Lots of flags in this game tonight. Seems like every single time we see a positive run play for either team there's holding on the offensive line. We'll see what the call is here.
We'll see how shaky these guys are too. Well, the longer the game goes on, we'll see. Especially being out this practice. See how that plays.
That was holding on Lookout Valley. That's gonna the holding, unfortunately, for them was way down the field about the time the tackle was made. So it's gonna make it first and say 7. That's the position. You know, as your running back's going down, that's not the time to grab a DB and throw him by his jersey. But you're gonna back them up just a little bit. You almost feel for Lookout Valley. Every single time they have a positive play, bracket is getting brought back by penalty. First and 7. Quails at quarterback spot. A little bit of read option. He hands it to Winchester, his big fullback. And I'm going to tell you what, some of our Hayesville kids, they're not afraid to tackle him. But he's bowling them over.
Yeah, and he held on, but they were really down. So we'll take it.
I'll tell you what, Jacob Winchester is, when you look up high school fullback in the dictionary, you see a picture of that kid because, pretty athletic still. He's not slow, but he's not trying to juke anyone out. You're not going to see him throw a spin move on anybody. He'd rather lower his shoulder and say, "I dare you to tackle me."
Oh yeah, with his size, why not? Make him pay.
handoff. Big ol' hit there. That's number 8 for Hayesville, Dawson Coker.
Yeah, he came up and played a lick on that.
Like we said,
For
the Hayesville
Hayesville.
Yellow Jackets might be small, and we might be few in number. We're not afraid to lay a little bit of lumber.
No, that's how you tackle.
Second down.
You know, he's playing cornerback. You don't usually see that out of a cornerback. You don't expect it, but he was able to make that tackle, and it was impressive. We got Jackson Quails back to take the snap. He's going to pull it and keep it himself, lowers his shoulder. But Hayesville's going to wrap him up for about a gain of 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And looks like 5 yards.
The ball up to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up
3rd and 5.
And about 5 for Lookout Valley first down.
We're going to have a timeout here by Lookout Valley. So we're going to take the timeout with them, Brad. Caleb Thorne from Brack Martin, Team F-Line Sports, live on FLineTV.com. Caleb Tom and Bragg Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com. We got a 3rd and 5 for Lookout Valley. Hazel blitz and Winchester is wrapped up. I tell you what, Taylor McClure sent that blitz up the middle, and he tripped up Winchester by his ankle.
Jackets of Hayesville stuffs the.
And I'll tell you what, you say that Winchester falls 2 yards forwards every time because McClure got him a yard deep in the backfield, and he still gained a yard. But that's going to be 4th down. I think we're going to see Lookout Valley go for it because when you're down 29-0, what else is there to do?
Yeah, you know, and I almost expect even a run here again. That's what's, when they do get positive yards, it's typically a run if they can just limit the mistakes, not get any penalties.
You never know, you can see another jump pass.
It's possible. Anything's possible at this point.
Winchester and Quails back. Well, no, he's going to pass. And he's got, and it went off the hands of Isaac Chandler. Great concentration there by Evan Ferguson, who makes the catch. Chandler almost intercepted that, Brad.
It went right through his hands. It looked like he had it for a second, but it slipped through, and fortunately for the Lookout Valley, they were able to come up with the ball.
That's the biggest play of the night for Lookout Valley.
It's going to be 1st and 10.
I stand corrected. Looked like they're gonna pass.
You know, it's the old announcers jinx. If we say jump, they say squat. If we say run, they say walk. You know how
That's right.
Team F-Line Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Really excited to be out here at Hayesville tonight after last week we were canceled. Hayesville leads 29-0, minute 45 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Quails finds his man, Evan Ferguson, good ball. And after making a great catch on 4th down, Ferguson drops what he should have had there, Brack.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, when you're that wide open, you get to think, gets in your head.
Yeah, you have time to think about it.
Yeah, when you've got it bouncing off defenders, then it's no big deal.
Yeah, you start to run before the ball is actually in your hands.
Yeah, it was a little low thrown, but definitely a catchable ball.
And I think one of the things we missed, Brack, I think they're starting to throw a little bit more because look how much time we've got on the clock. 1 timeout left for Lookout Valley, minute 38 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. They're trying to get a score before halftime, maybe give them some type of momentum. Quails takes the snap. He rolls out left, looking to throw. And we almost had another interception. That went off the hands of Winchester. And number 9, Seth Lee, almost had it. It would have been a great catch to have that interception, but he did get one mid on it.
Yeah, ball was thrown a little behind Winchester, and he's able to get a hand. And Seth Lee just about came up with that, Caleb.
I tell you what, Quails, he's not your traditional drop back. I'm going to zip it in there, throw it style quarterback. But he's put some pretty good balls out there. I definitely think their offense has been better tonight with him at the quarterback spot. I understand why they made the change.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit more confidence in his ability. And his threat as a runner is always there.
That's an interesting choice because it's 3rd and 10. You got a minute 38 left to play. I guess they really wanted to make sure they got the right play in there on 3rd down. We're going to take a quick break right with Caleb Tom, Brad Martin, Team F-Line Sports Production, live on FLineTV.com.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
Okay, Tom and Brad Martin back with you. It's 3rd and 10 for Lookout Valley from Hayesville's 35. Quails looks to throw deep, but it's a duck. And Seth Lee gets a hand on it, and that's the 2nd time this drive we've seen the ball sneak through to Evan Ferguson, but he can't get his hands on it.
Yeah, unfortunately unable to come up with that. There's a decently thrown ball there. He had a chance, but unable to come up with it.
That's the thing. I think Quails is doing better at the quarterback spot for him. I don't know if he's got that deep ball in his repertoire.
No, I think that might be about the max distance on that throw. So looks like, 4th and 10, why not? Let's go for it here for Lookout Valley. We'll see what happens, what kind of play they've dialed up here. And we get a jump pass to Jacob Winchester. Fights for extra yards, but he's going to be about 5 yards short of the 1st down. Hayesville's going to take over on downs. They're going to get the ball back with 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
I'll tell you what, number 56, Cameron Payne, was the only defensive lineman that did not rush. He read that screen pass, and I think if he doesn't, he didn't bring Winchester down, but he slowed him down enough for the rest of his teammates to get there to finish it off. It's tough. Not many people bring Winchester down one man.
No, that was great play recognition from Payne. Impressive.
Caldwell rolls out the pass. He's got Taylor McClure wide open in the flat. And Taylor McClure, someone needs to tell the young man, you only got a minute 12 left in the 2nd quarter. Get out of bounds. But Hayesville's in hurry-up mode. It's a really good opportunity for Hayesville to run their 2-minute offense right there. I don't think we've seen them get to run their 2-minute offense starting in their own territory all year. This is the type of thing you want to get on film and be able to work with your team. Clock's running, minute left. Caldwell takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Quick pass to Taggart, who is out for a big 15-yard gain to the 40-yard line. Hayesville still in hurry-up.
They still got 3 timeouts too,
Clock is
Caleb.
running, but it should not be. Clock stops on a 1st down. I don't think the referees have noticed it. Doesn't matter, Caldwell's back to take the snap. He throws it to Lunsford, who catches it as he gets it. It's a foot race. Can Lunsford get there?
He brought him down.
One. And I believe they're going to call that a horse call.
Pass is to number 7, Lunsford.
Lunsford not happy about the, I don't want to call it a dirty tackle. That's definitely a horse collar tackle. I'll just be honest. I think that's the only way the Lookout Valley DB can catch him.
Yeah, he's a little undersized going against Big Lunsford, and, you know, may have been some words said. We're a little far up to hear that, though.
Yeah, but, you know, if you're Lunsford, you're just reacting to the way you got tackled there. If you've ever been horse collar tackled, folks, it does not feel great.
No, not at all.
But Hayesville is at about the 1 or 2 yard line, but we'll see what the call is going to be here. Tell you what, they've not even had to use their 3 timeouts back. This is great practice for the 2-minute offense, and they're executing it beautifully.
Definitely.
I can't wait to see what Caldwell's halftime stat line is.
It's going to be pretty impressive. He's thrown a few deep balls that have had great success. And if that's not impressive enough, we'll just look at his defensive stat line.
Yeah, 2 picks and and one of them all the way back for a touchdown. Folks, we go to halftime. We're going to take a quick
And
break.
looks like they're going to wave the flag off, Caleb.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Okay, the penalty.
Not sure.
It was definitely a horse collar tackle. I guess they're going to go with offset. It doesn't matter. Half the distance from the 1 yard line is still the 1 yard. Caldwell takes a snap. It's a pop pass to McClure, who's wrapped up in the backfield. I think Hazel's going to have to use one of their timeouts right here.
Yeah, Lookout Valley read that perfectly and had it covered. Shut it down quickly.
The inside reverse is snuffed
So with that quick
out by the
timeout, we're
Lookout
going to take
Valley
a quick
defense.
timeout, and we'll be back with you for the end of the second quarter.
Timeout is called by the Yellow Jackets.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brad Martin back with you. Hazel's got it. 2nd and goal. 20 seconds left. Might it be a time for a fade route to McTaggart? But look, they're already double covering him at the line. No, it's going to be another handoff. That's a face mask. I don't think they saw it. Yeah, they did. There it comes in.
We have a penalty on the play.
Judge.
Yeah, that was Taylor McClure who's brought down hard. That looks like it's going to leave about 13 seconds left in the second quarter for Hayesville. And you're right, Caleb, it was a face mask call. So that gives them, what, half the distance to the goal line?
I believe so, yes.
Hand off to Lunsford, runs over a defender, and that's going to be a Hayesville touchdown.
Number 7, Lunsford powers into the end zone for the Hayesville
Another
Yellow
score for
Jackets.
Hayesville going into the half. 6 seconds left.
For 6 more
I'm
points.
guessing that'll be the last offensive plays we see. I'm guessing Lookout Valley's not going to have much for a Hail Mary style, but we'll see what Isaac Chandler has here on this extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Chandler's kick
Hayesville
is good.
now leads 6.5 seconds left here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. Caleb Tall and Bragg Martin back with you. 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Chandler kicks off deep. And a great tackle there by Maverick Hansen, I believe that is. Maverick Imlay, excuse me.
Yeah, he flew right up, brought him down, no problem.
Ball is going to be returned. Be placed
No talking to Chapman Cortez. I believe this is Maverick's first year playing football, and they're really happy with how he's progressed. He started deep tonight, which is big for the young man, just a sophomore.
It'll be first and 10.
Type of kids Hayesville needs in this program, starting to develop and starting to grow, and that was a shining moment for him there, as you saw him flash a little bit. That's what happens with these young athletes. You see them flash, and a year or two down the road, they end up being a big-time player for a team.
Yeah, definitely. He's already got the size. If he can just fill in his frame a little bit more, he's going to be a tough body to handle.
I believe this will be the last play of the first half, Bragg. It's just going to be a simple handoff. Seth Lee, Wayne Odell, and a bunch of other Yellow Jackets down to the tackle. That's going to bring us to halftime, Bragg. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to be back at the halftime show. We'll try to get some more score updates from around the region. At halftime, Hayesville leads 36-0. Caleb Tallman for Bragg Martin on Team F-Line Sports, live on FLineTV.com.
I'd like to remind everyone.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you for a little bit of a halftime update. I don't know how much there is to update here, Brack, other than that the Yellow Jackets lead 36-0 over Lookout Valley. Share some of us, your first half thoughts for Hayesville, Brack, and then we'll get to some of the scores and halftime stats for Hayesville.
I believe Hayesville came to play today. You know, they're playing hard on both sides of the ball. On defense, they're really smothering that Lookout Valley offense, not making them fight for every yard they're getting. On offense, you know, Logan Caldwell's playing lights out. He's got, you know, what, 2 touchdown passes now? We'll get to that. But, you know, he's throwing the ball around well, and when he's needing to, he's handing off, and the running backs are getting yards. So everything's going Hayesville's way so far.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, Brack. Hey, Jake, this is Caleb. We're in the middle of our halftime show. Do you want to tell us anything about the Murphy-Raven game over there?
Halftime here, Ravens up 37-0. It's honestly not been all Raven. It's been Murphy not being able to get out of their own way. Famously last year, Coach Gentry said you can't have that many turnovers and win the ball game, and it's definitely not showing that I would have expected. I expected a high-powered Raven offense, but really it's just been Murphy not being able to get out of their way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce
Well, I appreciate you joining us here for a second, Jake. And I look forward. We're going to be doing the a post-game show, and I think you're going to get us some Andrews coverage as well and try to get some interviews over there, because it looks like right now, not only is Andrews challenging Mitchell, they're up 20-7 at the half and looking like they might pull off a major upset.
I think the upset of the week
Emma
was going to be Franklin
Grandstaff.
or Swain over Franklin, but I think it's 21-0 over
Abby
there.
Joyce.
Over Swain at halftime. So I guess
Lindsey
Anderson
Evans.
really came to play, and we said it was a proving game for them, and they've definitely proved it thus far. We'll see if they're good.
Alina Chastain.
Well, thanks for joining us, Jake. We'll catch up during the post-game show,
Emma
folks. That was our sports
Buckner.
director, Jake West. He's all over
Olivia
coverage at multiple
Ware.
games for us. Sounds like, Brack, that Murphy game
Jay
is kind of where a
Price.
lot of people may have expected it to be. And, you know, maybe Murphy's
Alex
having some errors of their
Perez.
own, but Raven's probably a top 100 team in the country.
Let's
And
give a big
they've got a
hand to the
5-star
varsity
quarterback.
cheerleaders
I think a lot of people probably anticipated the score to be something
2021-22.
close to this. Maybe not quite this bad, but great update there from our sports director. Now, go ahead, Brack. Finish some of your first half thoughts for us as I interrupted you.
Oh, no, you're good. You know, and to say something about that Murphy-Raven game, you know, I was able to watch some of the interviews they gave to the Murphy players, and I really expected Murphy to come out and fight hard against Raven County. You know, they're at home. They seem pretty confident, and they were excited about playing, but doesn't look like it's going the Bulldogs' way. But the same cannot be said against Hayesville here. Hayesville's been all them all game.
Absolutely. I got some halftime stats for you, Brack. We held Lookout Valley to 10 total yards of offense in the first half. So our defense is doing exactly what we were talking about in the pregame show, and stepping up, proving they could get stops. Obviously, we have the 2 interceptions. Logan Caldwell had the interception return for a touchdown, as well as the first interception. And then how about this for a stat line? Logan Caldwell, 9 for 10. He did throw his first pick of the season, but 9 for 10 is still a great stat line. He's thrown for a staggering 190 yards at the half. And he also has 1 passing touchdown.
Okay, yeah.
And then when you look to our receivers, you got Taylor McClure, 3 receptions, 36 yards. Jake McTaggart, 3 receptions, 50 yards. Hey, Asher Brown's got 2 receptions, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. And then that Kyle Lunsford reception that we saw at the end of the first half that went for 43 yards. That's his only reception. In the run game, though, Brack, I really expect us to see to try to force the run at the second half, being up 36-0, because at the half, unfortunately, we only have 8 yards total rushing. And there's a little more than that because we did have a sack, I believe. But other than that, we really need to find a way to get our run game going.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. They're going to look to establish that run game early in the third quarter here. You know, Hayesville's always historically been a pretty run-heavy team, so might not be what fans are most, used to seeing, but it's went Hayesville's way. But I definitely think they're going to try to run the ball, run the clock a little bit this second half, and I think we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely, Brack. I think we need to get our run game going because there's going to be teams that have more stout defensive backfields and good pass rushes where we're going to need to have enough of a run game to keep them honest. So look for Hayesville to get going on that in the second half. We're going to take a quick break, folks, and we'll be getting ready to get started for the second half here in Hayesville. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin on FLionTV.com. This is a Team F Lion Sports production. Team F Lion Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. We'll be right back with you. So I just
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, 'cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. Folks, I do want to address, we have had some technical difficulties. We've had a few weeks off, and we've been trying to adjust some equipment. We attempted to go live to our YouTube page with 2 games at the same time. We were supposed to be able to with our upgraded YouTube account, but we had some errors with it, so now we have all our games should be working and titled correctly now. But I do want to update you and let you know every single Friday night that we do football games, and then when we get into basketball season, baseball season, if you're ever having issues with our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever we decide to stream it, we're always live on FYNTV.com. That is where you will find your highest quality broadcast. FYNTV.com is free. If you search it on your phone, tablet, any other smart device, smart TV, you can search it on the Apple Store, the Amazon Store, and the Roku Store, and it is just all you have to search is FYN TV, and it'll come up, and that is the most congruent way to watch our broadcast. We try to stream into multiple areas just to make people aware, and also allow for people to watch however's easiest for them. But most of our loyal fans know that FYNTV.com is the simplest and easiest way, and that's where you can always see our multiple broadcasts. But let's get ready for the second half here, Brack. We did get you guys some score updates. It'd be really interesting to see what Hayesville has in the second half. I will say this, it's hard when you only have 17 or 18 players dressed. It's not like we're going to put in 11 backups because we don't have 11 backups.
No, they're probably limit, their main key players, exposure to big hits and things like that, kind of just control the game from here. That's what I expect Hayesville to come out with their game plan.
Yeah, and when we saw a kid like Maverick Imlay make a big hit on kickoff, he also is listed as a tight end. Maybe we see him get a couple targets in the second half. See a kid like Seth Leak, who's probably, your third or fourth running back, but has had a really good season defensively, get some action on offense. Because I'll be honest, we're still searching for an answer at running back. I think Kyle Lunsford and Taylor McClure are fully capable, Brack, but we have not seen them have a big rushing game yet.
No, unfortunately, this has not been their strength. Tonight they haven't needed it, but everybody knows SMC football is about you got to be able to move the football.
Yeah, we're going to have to be able to run the way we want to. Onside kick coming up. And smartly recovered there by Hayesville. It's number 54 for Hayes that recovered it. I apologize. I guess one of our linemen maybe had a jersey change. I don't have that number on our roster, Brack. But Hayesville's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Empty set. Caldwell back to pass. Good snap. Handoff to Taylor McClure. Got a little room to run. Good steal block there by McTaggart from the tight end position. It looks like we're going to get about 8 yards on 1st down. That's the kind of running we want to see from Hayesville.
Yeah, definitely. He picks up that big block from the big tight end, Jake. That really helped open that up. Able to get some positive yards on the play.
Second and 2. Another handoff to McClure, who's fighting for tough yards, gets about 3, maybe 4 yards, but that's going to be enough for a 1st down. But that's what you got to do. I mean, 1st downs move the change all through the running game. This is going to have to be a focus for the second half. You've got plenty of confidence in your passing game after that 1st half. So let's see what we can get running-wise in the second half.
Definitely.
10:50 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hayesville leads 36-0. Team F-Line Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Caldwell takes the snap. Good spin move there by Lunsford, but he's wrapped up.
Yeah, it looked like it was a run option for Caldwell. Maybe he would have some room to run if he'd have pulled it, but Lunsford's a hot big body to bring down.
Yeah, Lunsford's one of those kids, even if it's not there, he's got the muscle and somewhat of a fullback running style capability that he can move that line of scrimmage even if there's not a big hole there for him to run through. 2nd and 11. Caldwell takes the snap. Another handoff to McClure, who cuts back the opposite way. He's got a little room to run. He's out to the 30, 20, tackled out of bounds. That's a big 20 to 25-yard gain there.
He must have heard you talking before this second half started.
I hope so, because he's running the ball a little bit harder, and he's finding some good holes there from the Hayes offensive line.
Showed real good vision and cut that back.
Hayesville spread offense. Every single player looks to the sideline to get the play every time. There's not much huddle up in their style anymore. Caldwell takes the snap. It's going to be a quick pass. That's to Brian Davenport, number 25. Oh, he cuts back. Big block by Jake McTaggart. And Davenport reaches out. Does he get it? No, they're going to say he's down at about the 1 yard line.
Oh, there's a touchdown.
No, they're going to rule it touchdown.
He stretched for that. Came up big, Brian Davenport.
Yeah, and I love that right there, Brad, because the two referees got together. They spoke. When did you have his knee hit? Was he across the line? You can hear the fireworks going off in the background here. And that's a big screen pass touchdown to Brian Davenport. I believe that's his first score of the year.
Yeah, he made a good move to break that outside and gave it all his effort to get in, but he made sure he got the points on the board.
Absolutely. Isaac Chandler back to kick. Good hold, good snap. Kick is up, kick is good. That's going to make your score 43-0 Hayesville. And as we wait for the kickoff, we're going to take a quick break. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin, live on FYNTV.com.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tom and Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. Hayesville leads 43-0. Isaac Chandler back deep to kick. He boots it. It's a high kick. Bobbled there by Marsh. But he makes a man miss, makes another man miss. He's just got 1 or 2 to beat, and he is literally pushed down by the last possible guy, Kyle Lunsford. If he busted that, they may have seen Lookout Valley get on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that was a good return. He only had one man to beat and unfortunately loses his feeding, and Lunsford's able to shove him to the ground to prevent the even bigger play.
I feel like that happens a lot. You know, the returner bobbles it, and you think, oh, there's a chance to get the ball, and then it's like, oh, they bust off a, 40-yard return.
Yeah, I wonder if it, it puts them, the kickoff team's head. They're thinking, oh, they don't know what to do with the ball, and all he's thinking is
and
run.
I think you maybe start to get out of your lane because you want to go recover a fumble, and then if they pick it up, it makes it hard to stay a sound assignment. I tell you what, they went read option right there, and Jake McTaggart said, I'll take the running back and the quarterback, made the read hard, and tackles him for a loss.
Yeah, not a lot of people can do that, but with the wingspan he's got, it's pretty easy.
Absolutely. $7:20 left to play here in the third quarter. We're also live on FYNTV.com. You just go to the selector and you can choose to pick up the Andrews Mitchell game. There's a barn burner over there. Andrews trying to pull off an upset, Brack.
Yeah, they're looking good. Andrews is tough to beat at their own home field.
Good play there by Hayesville. Dawson Devane comes up with the ball, but the ball was blown, or the play was blown dead, excuse me, first. Gang tackling by the Yellow Jackets. After a couple of rough games defensively for Hayesville, their defense has come to play tonight. Because I tell you what, Lookout Valley's offensive line is not small. They've been able to get a little bit of push, but there's been really good tackling by Hayesville as we see a flag late. That's typically someone said something.
Yeah,
it's hard to hear it up in the booth.
He's looking at Lookout Valley pretty hard on that, and they're backing up.
Yeah, it's a dead ball penalty, unsportsmanlike on Lookout Valley. So that's going to make, a tough 3rd and 8, a tough 3rd and 23.
Yeah, it's understandable to be frustrated when you're down by 43 points, but you got to be able to contain your emotions and look on building for next week, really.
Well, I think part of what you got to see from Lookout Valley is they run 1st and 2nd down, and if they don't get positive yardage, they pass. I honestly think you could catch someone off guard right now if you went pass on 1st down, something quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Third and forever. Quarterback just decides to run with it. I tell you what, their quarterbacks, running backs, fullback, when they start running, they're ready to lower the shoulder. They run hard. They just haven't had much to go. And another flag. Might see Lookout Valley start to get frustrated with their position here. And if you're the Hayesville Yellow Jackets, you just need to keep your composure.
Yeah, neither team can really afford to lose any players. And at this point, you want to just keep everybody healthy and try to make it to the next game.
And especially if you're Hayesville, you're the one that's winning. You're winning big. You don't want something that's going to hurt you next week when this week's already been decided. We wait as the referees try to sort out exactly what's going on.
Looks like Lookout. Was that 4th down?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down because that was a 3rd down stop. So whether the penalty was on the play, whether it's a personal foul, you're going to decline it, or if it's dead ball, you accept it. But either way, it's going to be 4th down.
Gotcha.
Caldwell and Taylor McClure will be back deep to receive the punt. Lookout Valley's gone for it on 4th down a lot tonight. But even when you're down this much, you can't go for it on 4th down when it's 4th and 20.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. So far, but looks like they're gonna move on back.
Yeah, Hayesville declines the penalty to keep it. 4th down.
There's.
I'm confused.
I believe they're signaling Hayesville ball, aren't they?
I thought that play was 3rd down, but was it 4th down?
It's
hard for me to remember because not even the referees can remember.
No, they're pointing both ways. There's been not a lot of signals that we've seen out of the referees, but at this point, there are 2 different huddles going on here.
Put your left hand in, you put your right hand out.
I believe they're going to give Hayesville the ball. Maybe. Nope, declined.
Okay, so it's a dead ball personal foul. I believe that play was 3rd down, so it's going to back them up. You're already inside your own 30, so it's half the distance to the goal. So they're going to spot it at the Lookout Valley 17-yard line. 4th down, I guess they're going to punt.
Yeah, Hayesville only
Taggart almost blocked it.
Hayesville only had 10 players on the field there, Caleb.
Ball got punted out of bounds. No big deal. You can tell Lookout Valley's frustrated with how this game has gone. But at this point, you got to finish it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see what you can build upon for next week, and again, just keep everyone in the game, not do anything that's going to hurt your team. So Hayesville is going to take over the ball on, looks like the 48-yard line.
And we talked about it, Brack. It's tough. With as few players as you have, Hayesville just, you can't put in all your backups. They do have several backups in, but you're still going to see Caldwell at quarterback for the most part. It's just how it has to be when you have this few numbers.
Yeah.
Takes a snap. He fakes it. He's going to keep it himself. No, he's going to pitch it to Taylor McClure, who can he win the foot race? Is he 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Hayesville.
Great pitch. He read that just right.
I mean, Caldwell kept it so long, I thought for sure he was keeping it, and then he finally threw the pitch.
I think that's something to say about him. Last year, I think he would have kept that himself, but this year's showing that, growth.
Yeah, he's really grown and developed. And if Hazel's going to have a successful season, a lot of it's going to ride on his shoulders, and that's a lot of pressure, but I really think the way he's played this year, he can handle it.
Yeah, he's definitely showed us that nothing to make us doubt him yet. Isaac Chandler with the kick. It's up, and it looks like it is good.
50-0 Hayesville. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. We're going to take a quick break. Live on FLineTV.com. Brought to you by Team F-Line Sports.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tom and Brack Martin back with you. The kickoff is deep. Takes a bounce. Marsh picks it up. This time, better special teams by Hayesville as Asher Brown and Brian Davenport are there to make the tackle. I don't know what the exact rule is, Brack. All I know is we got a running clock, and we are all thankful for that.
Yeah, I think even Lookout Valley at this point, the coaches are probably trying to settle their players down and get them just to see what they, what they can do and see if they can't get some positive yards.
See lots of Hayesville starters, Taylor McClure, Jake McTaggart, Asher Brown coming off the field. Still got some in there, but you're going to start to see some of the younger players get some experience. But, hey, that's one of those situations, even with younger guys in there, the starters are cheering for them on the sideline. Because regardless of what the score is, there's one number on the board that matters, and that's 0.
Absolutely.
You want to see if you can find a shutout.
Definitely, definitely.
Minute 30 left to play in the third quarter. Direct snap and piled up. Good tackling by Hayesville. He's only going to get about a yard.
Yeah, I think Hayesville's defensive line needs some credit. They've really kept Lookout Valley from running it up the middle, trying to get it outside, and Hayesville has enough speed to contain it. Looks like we've got 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
2nd and 9. Once again, wrapped up in the backfield. Hayesville defense playing stout. Tell you what, we only have 17 or 18 guys dressed tonight, but still pretty good defensive energy.
Yeah, they're flying around making plays. They're not looking gasped.
And that's going to be something important for Hayesville. You know, you're going to get in some big games later in the year, and you're trying to compete for conference, and you're going to have your 18, 19 guys be able to go 4 quarters. That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter, Brack, with the running clock we have here. Hayesville leads 50-0. You're watching live on FLionTV.com. This is a Team FLion Sports production. Caleb Tallman and Brack Martin back with you. Start of the fourth quarter here in Hayesville. Hayesville leads 50-0. Third down, Lookout Valley, back to pass. Looking deep. Isaac Chandler, oh my goodness. He had it in his hands and he dropped it. He's had a couple of good opportunities to intercept the ball tonight, and we've seen him. I believe he's already got 1 interception on his year, Brack. Just could not come up with that one. I believe the wide receiver ended up playing DB there.
Yeah, it looked like number 32, Tally, was able to break that play up because if he didn't, I'm pretty sure he comes down with that ball.
Yeah. And, folks, this will be a quick end in this fourth quarter. We do have a running clock going. Hayesville leads 50-0. So we got about 11 minutes of gameplay left. 4th and 10, and Lookout Valley is back to punt. Punt is a little short. Hayesville's just going to play it smart and not try to return it. It's a little bit of a roll. Going to be down about Hayesville's 38. Be interested to hear Logan Caldwell's helmet is still off, so we're going to see someone play backup quarterback. I think in preseason talks with Chad McClure, he said that something Jake McTaggart could do a little bit of. So I'll be interested to see who we have out here.
Jake's still on the sideline too, Caleb. So I don't believe it's going to be him. Looks like it may be Lunsford. No, it looks like it's going to be Taylor McClure in the backfield playing quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. Seth Leak in the backfield with him.
Taylor takes a snap, hands off to Seth Leak, who's hit deep in the backfield. You know, it's hard when you get in this position, Brack, because you're up 50-0. You're trying to not run it up, and people know exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing differently they could have done there is maybe Taylor McClure pull that, but
he's had quite a few touches tonight. You're trying to get Seth Leak some opportunity.
Yeah, there was just absolutely nowhere to go there.
Nine minutes left to play. 2nd and 12 for Hayesville. And they ruled that miscorrectly, Brack. They're saying Lookout Valley ball, but that was a forward pass by Taylor McClure. That's a pop pass.
Yeah.
So they might be saying it's a fumble, and they're giving the ball to Lookout Valley, but that's incorrect.
Yeah, looks like the refs may have gave that one to him.
Yeah, they're talking about it. They'll get it figured out. We hope. Maybe we'll give them another 5, 10, 15-minute conference. And the referee is just saying he doesn't care.
No,
which it's hard when it's 50-0.
Run the clock. Is what he's saying.
Look out, Valley. Back to pass. Going to throw it back the other way. Winchester's got it, and he's making one man miss. Another, and he's taking some guys with him.
My goodness.
He's a load to bring down, Brack.
I think he had 2 people on him and just fell 10 yards.
Literally putting the other team on his back.
Absolutely. They're not down 50-0 because of lack of effort out of number 34.
No, and I think this Lookout Valley's team's better than 50-0. I think Hayesville's the better team. But, they got down early. They had the pick 6. They made a quarterback change, started to play a little better. And obviously any year where you get to your 4th or 5th string quarterback, it's just going to be tough to operate.
Absolutely. Again, I'm impressed that they're able to put together a team and be here.
And they're saying incomplete pass. Seven minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter in Hayesville. Team F1 Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Got 2 games going tonight. If you just flip open your other tab, you can put on the Andrews-Mitchell game. Mitchell's made it a little bit closer. I believe they're in the 3rd quarter over there, and it's 20-14. Andrews is still leading, but just a 1-score game. So we got a barn burner over on the far end of Cherokee County in Andrews, Brack.
Yeah, it's shaping up to look like a really good game.
Good ball there by Quails, and he throws it to the guy that started at quarterback for Lookout Valley, Jackson Marsh, now playing some wide receiver and makes a good catch. But we do have a flag. No, excuse me, no we do not. I apologize. Quails on the keeper. He's out. He's close. He's trying to get to the end zone all the way down about the 3-yard line. Lookout Valley really trying to break their dead score and at least put some points on the board before they head back home to the other side of Chattanooga.
Yeah, it's going to be a long bus ride back home.
Andrews just got a pick 6 and are going to be up 2 scores on Mitchell now. I would encourage you folks, jump over and watch the end of that game after you've tuned into ours here, or heck, I mean, it's 50-0 here. You're not going to hurt my feelings too much if you jump over there now and watch a really good football game. Hayesville with a good goal line stand, holding them up at the half-yard line. And I'll say this, Hayesville's got all their backups in, as many as they can. Lookout Valley is still going with their starters. And they have a few more players than us. Usually when you get down 50-0, you try to get some more playing time to everyone. But no, they're sticking with their starters because I guess they really want to get some type of points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, they've been able to move the ball down the field a little bit on this drive. And, throwing the ball around, they've had some success even doing that. So, but, hey, you got to give it to that Hayesville defensive line. They're giving it their all to keep them out of the end zone, but
can only hold them for so long, and Lookout Valley is going to get them for their first score of the night. .340 left to play here in Hayesville. Score over in Murphy. Ravens up 38-0 on the Bulldogs. Don't hear that often, Brack. I don't care who they're playing over in Murphy. You don't see the Bulldogs down that many and have no points on the board very often.
No, especially not in Murphy. That's a tough.
As a two-point conversion's no good for Lookout.
I think Isaac Chandler got a hand on that ball, or otherwise that might have been a complete pass.
I do think you got to say one thing for Lookout. They have figured out that probably Quails is their best option at quarterback.
Yeah, I think they have more confidence in him throwing the ball around than they do Marsh, but...
And you got a feel for him. I mean, 2 or 3 quarterbacks down, that's a tough spot to beat.
Yeah, you know, these kids, I would assume that most of them haven't taken many reps, especially over the summer. You know, they're probably learning.
Yeah, Quails and Marsh were taking their reps at running back and wide receiver, linebacker and DB over the summer, not at quarterback, and then you get into the season and you get in a tough spot.
Yeah, you go to a quarterback position where you have a little bit more responsibility and things you got to become aware of, and sometimes that can be a tough transition, especially when you've got defensive linemen breathing down your necks.
You can see Lookout Valley was trying to kick it the wrong way, but referees are going to get it sorted out. And I believe they are going to try to onside kick it. Why? I do not know. I mean, it's...
Well, you know, that was a fairly good attempt their last kickoff.
But I think when you're down 50-6 and Hayesville's not tried to run it up, you return the favor. Goes to one Hayesville frontline guy, but it is picked up and recovered there by Logan Caldwell.
Still looks like McClure at quarterback.
Seth Leak in the backfield with him. How about that there, Brack? That was a bad snap. This is what happens when you get in the fourth quarter in the 56 game. It was a bad snap, but Seth Leak handled it. So it looked like a direct snap play, and then he runs into the line. He fumbles it forward, and a Hayesville lineman picks it up, I guess, and 15-yard gain, first down.
Yeah, I
didn't see which lineman had it.
No, I'm pretty sure Seth held on to that
one.
Did he? Yeah, I don't know how, but he did, and he was the one that ended up going to the ground with the ball.
I could have sworn I saw the ball come out for a second. I could be wrong.
From the start, that looked like a busted play.
2 minutes left. That's all that matters, Brack.
That's right.
Another not-so-great snap. Taylor McClure picks it up and handles it, just lowers his shoulder and tries to charge forward.
Wayward snap. Yellow Jackets fall on it. We'll bring up second down.
Second and 13, minute 30 left to play here in the fourth quarter, Brack. Hey, I'm looking forward to next week, though. We're just an away game, but I'll be up there in Tuscola providing coverage through the Twitter account on Team F-Line Sports and Facebook. And I think that's going to be a good ball game that Hayesville's got a really good opportunity to play a tough opponent next week, but I think it's a winnable game for them. I'm not saying it's one they should go out there and win, nor will they probably be favored, but I think if you see the offense that we saw in the first half here and you get some DB play, like you did tonight, Tuscola runs a similar offense to us. Not the exact same, but they do spread it out and they like to throw it a lot. It could be a really interesting game, Brack.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm undecided if I'm going to make that trip out to Waynesville or not, but I'm with you. I think if this Hayesville comes to play next week like they have tonight, limits mistakes and executes, I think they got a good shot.
Absolutely, and I hope we get a couple more. I know we got 1 or 2 more kids that's still in quarantine. It'd be really nice to be able to go out to school with a full allotment of players.
Yeah, definitely.
As Taylor McClure knees out the ball, that's going to be the ball game, folks. We're going to take a quick pause, and we will be back with you, and we'll do a quick post-game wrap-up after a commercial break.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, 'cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tall and Brack Martin back with you here live on FYNTV.com. Team FYN Sports Production. Just give some quick thoughts, Brack. I don't have post-game stats. I will get them out over the weekend in our article, so check out the Clay County Fetcher News site or check out the Facebook page where I'll share the article as well to see the final stats from this game. But what are your thoughts on this game for Hayesville tonight, Brack?
I think it was it was a good step forwards for them. They've had a tough week of trying to get people here to play. I think they had their game plan. They executed almost flawlessly, had some big plays on offense and defense. Logan Caldwell really showed out on both sides of the ball tonight, and it was a great team effort, and I'm proud of the way they played tonight, man.
Absolutely. Hey, and as you finish up with us, go over to the other game on FYNTV.com. We got a 4th quarter barn burner. Andrews leads Mitchell 26-14. But as we wrap up here in Hayesville, I want to thank Brack Martin and Joseph White, who ran our camera tonight. I'd also like to thank Hayesville Athletics Athletic Director Coach Cottrell, Principal Stacy Overland, Superintendent Dale Cole, of course Hayesville Head Coach Chad McClure. They all played a part in us being able to bring you every single Hayesville home game this season. We'll be back with you, I think, tentatively in 3 weeks, but we have heard rumors, Brack, that there's a possible reschedule from the game we missed that is going to come in our bye week. So we could be back here in 2 weeks, but regardless, fans, check out the Twitter page, check out the Facebook page, Team FYN Sports, because we'll give you all those updates. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin signing off here in Hayesville.